Hello and welcome back to RLCS Recap with your host Smarky2Butts. Today we're going over the playoffs for the NA Winter Regional number 3, the last one before the Winter Major that's happening in around a month's time. We are taking a look at the NA playoffs from this particular Winter Regional, and we are starting off with round number 1 with still a best of 5 format going into the quarterfinals. That's when it comes at best of 7s. We are looking at version 1 versus M80 as the ball played infield to calm bar down. He's able to follow and read the ball dropping down, able to put that underneath the last defender to start us up with the only goal in game number 1. So we get straight into it right away. The Winter Cup as the ball played out and a bump comes through, pushes the defender out of the way, so M80 get on the board for the first time in the series with their first goal in game number 2 as they're looking to advance to the corners and beast mode with a ball off the wall to himself. As a minute 40 into overtime, we are almost a connect right there. Beast mode, no one coming for the defenders, and he stopped and started as to whether he was going to try to come to push that ball away or go for 50, but just got caught in two minds and end up not working out for him. It's version 1 win that in overtime 2-1 as they are looking for a defense right there, but they can't quite get it as M80 with a goal that will almost likely be their first win as they get a second one to make sure it is their first win. Game number 3 is we're already most of the way done in this series. In game number 4 here, the ball played out dangerously and Calm is there for the put away coming from the back post to attack the ball. 1-0 to them as the ball played infield, and a nice bump from Torment comes through to open up enough space for a 2-0 lead. Still 2 minutes remaining. Up in the air go the M80 players back wall, and Percy is able to find the double touch, as that is all though for a 3-1 win from version 1 over M80 and Dignitas and Space Station. Now in this round number 1 still we are in the matchups as the ball comes through and Dignitas get scored on there, but Dignitas do take the 1-0 lead in game number 1, so 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins for each team. Space Station will take the advantage in game number 3 as the ball played out dangerously and Daniel couldn't quite find it. LJ last time on the side going into the corner now, picks up the boost, drops down, it doesn't quite boost yet and goes underneath the defender and goes over the last defender and is able to find the goal in the end with a nice driven play all by himself. LJ takes it into his own hands, takes a 2-0 lead for Space Station as Dignitas going to have to step up forward and gets caught out with the infield pass, and then it's 3-0 to Space Station with overtime in our game number 4. So we start up with a demo coming through. Evo, lots of time, plays it over to Drez, and he gets it past the second person coming with a third man spawning, so no one really in the goal currently for Space Station. As another demo comes through up in the air, LJ trying to find him, can't quite beat the man though, and it played over, and Arsenal will pick it up and dribble past the last defender in goal as the ball played out dangerously and just saved out but not cleared away off the goal line, just rolls in. So LJ couldn't quite get enough on it, and now a 2v1 or 2v2, and Daniel couldn't quite find it. It was flicked over him, and he plays it slow, goes over the next player, and third man bites, but he doesn't quite get it as that is 3-1 to Dignitas with 50 seconds remaining. Daniel trying to play it over to back to Arsenal, but LJ will come back as they are still on their own defensive side, and it will be played up to Arsenal and found with a nice shot. It's 3-2 with 30 seconds remaining. Played infield. Daniel over to Arsenal. Can he find him? Oh, off the corner, not in, but LJ is on the back post, and it will be pushed home as we are into overtime to see who's going to go on to the quarterfinals. Evo up in the air. Arsenal beats him. Pinched down. Drez going to stop that for the time being. Daniel's there for the 50, can't quite stop him. Those Drez goes over him and pushes him, and a demo comes through, and that will be it as Faith Glanby Energy 3-0 and shot by Rebellion beat Ghost Gaming 3-0 as well as we're into the quarterfinals. Version 1 versus G2, and version 1 starts up very quick with a 1 goal already. 3 minutes remaining. Shot comes through from Atomic, and he demos another player, and shot on target is that it's just too fast for the defense, rotating back, trying to get back into position as we're into overtime we go. Atomic pinches it off the defender and put it up to the back post, and Chicago is there. G2 take the lead, and 2-1 game in overtime. Atomic gonna wait for that ball, lets it drop down, puts it up in the air, able to get to it to the ceiling. He goes. Com's able to block that for the time being. Boost mode also there for the stop for the time being, but can't be stopped completely as Torment with another shot on target and blocked away by Atomic. Com's going to let that go to the wall. And another demo comes through. He's got a lot of space to work with now. Goes underneath the defender. Just lets it drop. Doesn't flip or set into it. See the mind games on his opponent. Is 5 minutes into overtime now. His second overtime in a row. Almost dropped down. JNAPS, can he win a 50? Torment, yes he can, as the ball drops perfectly for a teammate. Didn't go up onto the back wall and just kind of hang there for a second, waiting for version 1. That's what they would have wanted, to collect themselves and get a little bit more regrouped defensively to clear out that ball, but it goes straight off the crossbar down to a G2 player waiting there, and will give them a 2-0 lead, as version 1 do take a goal, but G2 get one right back straight away, as it is 2-0 in the series so far, as Torment to the back wall leaves it for Beast Mode. Ball played up. Beast Mode trying to bump it as he stops to the player enough, though, so he can't quite make a save, as version 1 takes the third game 2-1. So all these games have been 2-1 so far. G2 still with the advantage. Com trying to play that by him, able to get by him, and Torment misses it, but Beast Mode is there for the put away. And there's a 1-0 game in game number 4. And more of these 2-1s for them, or straight 2-1s. Com will try to stop that out, can't quite find it though. And Chicago will go underneath the defenders. The 50 didn't really work. It was weird how the ball kind of stayed perfectly on top of his car. But that's physics sometimes. As G2, 1-0 lead with 3 minutes remaining, air dribbling all the way down the field, and Beast Mode couldn't quite find out what to do and where to go with the air dribbling coming through to him, and it just goes around him and in, as G2 take the 2-0 lead. Version 1 cuts that in half though, right off the kickoff. Still half the game left to be played. Torment trying to win a 50. He's able to do it. And JNAPS, and he flips into it. But Torment thought he was going to go for the 50 as well, so he flipped into it. But behind him, luckily, is a teammate, and that's 2 apiece with a minute remaining. And Chicago's going to pick that one up. Infield pass. Demo helps him out, too. Beast Mode will cut that off for the time being. Atomic push that down into the corner. But Torment will pass that in field. But Com wasn't maybe ready for that pass, or a nice thought of a G2 player to turn around as he might be passing that in field, but they're still looking for a tying goal, and they're able to find it with 1 second remaining. Version 1 not letting this go and trying to get their third victory in a row, as it flipped over them, and JNAPS will collect their third victory as G2 takes the advantage back on their side with just 1 more game. They need to advance to the semis in this best of 7. Ball played infield, and that's going to be a good start for them with 4 minutes and 30 on the clock. 2 starts up, and G2 looking good, as Beast Mode is going to be able to find Com from back wall pass, and 4 minutes on the clock, tie game. Torment's going to try to play that out, pinches back over to the other side of the midfield. Atomic takes the boost and the ball with him, and nice 50. Chicago can put that on target, and Torment can't quite find any save on that. He wasn't expecting a shot to come in from that angle. Such a shot so fast coming in, but this happens in a pinched ball down off the corner of the ceiling. Oh, that flips out as the ball's just bouncing around very quickly. Torment's first to react. The ball comes to half field, and that's 2-2 game, 40 seconds remaining. Up in the air from Com. No more boost. Goes underneath the player, off the crossbar, down, but it's not cleared yet. Torment is there, back post, and he puts it into the top of the corner, as that is a 3-2 win for version 1. Into game 7 we go. JNAPS is able to win a 50, going through a couple players. That is 1-0 to G2. Beast Mode is going to dump that down, get down for his troubles. Com to the corner. He's able to find the goal off the corner with a nice read, and 2-1 right off the kickoff. Version 1 take this game and spin it on its head. G2 trying to come back now with 50 seconds remaining, and they're able to find one right off the next kickoff, I believe that was. As JNAPS plays that up in the air, Atomic over the last defender, and can he beat the third man? Yes, he can. As another one rotates in, and that is all she wrote for G2, a 4-3 win. And now we're at Genji versus FaZe Clan in the other side of the quarterfinals. Mist will ride a 50, leaves it for a teammate, and first killer with a shot on target will give FaZe Clan the 1-0 lead in this game. Chronic able to get the flipper set, 12 boost, goes underneath him. Oh, the ball pinches down, I believe, off the last defender, pinched up in the air, and goes to the back wall, but able to be read by a Genji player and eventually turned in for a goal. Is 1-0, and 1 becomes 2 as Chronic's able to find that double touch off the back wall right off the kickoff. Chronic going for it, flipper set again. He's able to find his, that is 3-1. They turn the game around on its head. And an infield pass. First killer just trying to block that, I think, because they only had 5 boosts. Didn't quite do it. Chronic infield pass to apparently Jack. And that is 1-0 game for Gen G as they start up strong. Game number 2. Missed, looking for a comeback. Yes, he's able to find it right off the kickoff, too. Typical, trying to push that down to the corner. Doesn't quite find it. But missed, able to stop that out. 9 boost. He played that up to the first killer's got enough space. Yes, he can. First killer can't quite find it, but Civical is there. The third man comes, and he is able to get something out of it, as that is a 2-1 win in overtime for FaZe Clan. The ball played down into the corner. Chronic, and that ball pops out into the middle. Missed. Can he beat the player coming? Yes, he can. It is a 1-0 win for FaZe Clan. Civical, oh, dodges a demo coming through, just backs up a little bit, and missed. Leaves that for the first killer, as all 3 players have been beat, as FaZe Clan with another 1-0 win here. Game number 5 we are in, as first killer just puts that on target as it beats a couple of players off the sidewall, and FaZe Clan win 4-1. Last 3 games, winning 1-0 and into the semis we go, with FaZe versus Complexity to the back wall, and Complexity do take the lead in this first game. FaZe looking for a comeback is missed. Going to play that around the last man, trying to pinch that into the corner. Oh, and a demo comes through as no one's going to be back in goal now, as 2 players already up, and just pushed home by FaZe Clan. Right into overtime we go. His first killer to the back wall, dodges 1. Can he win a 50? Puts that up in the air, enough for Civical just to drop it down for Mist, who's oncoming, and he's able to find it, as they seem to be running on all cylinders here. FaZe Clan all knowing where each other are at any point in the game, as they have gotten some close victories, but victory is a victory. As 1 goal just goes in like that, and another 1-0 win for FaZe Clan. These games are going very quick into the semis. We already are for this regional, and it is almost half time. And first killer with a nice pass from a teammate, able to laser that one in, and that is 1-0 game. Still 2 minutes remaining. AJG's try to pick that up, able to find it, and CRR's coming as well, and he's able to find the goal to tie us up into overtime we go. CR is going to push that away, but missed, trying to keep the pressure on with 10 boosts remaining. First killer's there, and 2 players commit, though. Civical in field to Mist. Oh, blocked by CR, but first killer's there, as he can't make so many, can only make so many saves, and FaZe Clan able to get their goals. They're looking for a sweep, and right off the kickoff, a bump dribble, able to give them 1 goal advantage right now, as after the timeout comes through from Complexity. You're going to want to start off strong. Can't quite do it, though, but they're looking for a tying goal, and it's able to go in off a couple, bouncing off some players in the box, as Complexity, 40 seconds remain, do have a tie game, but first killer beats a couple players, and it's just too quick with the ball, and that is 4-0 to FaZe Clan, and 4-0 to G2, as we are already into the grand finals to see which team makes it out as the winners of this 3rd regional before the winter major. His first killer is just gonna turtle on into the goals. He's just styling on everybody in the playoffs right now, as Flipper set comes through from Atomic, bar down, or bar and out, as it goes right off the top of the crossbar. It would have been, as is 1s apiece in this first game. His first killer is able to beat JNAP's 2 and goes, oh, posted in, is all the luck with him right now. Sometimes that's how it goes. Missed Flipper set and blocked by Atomic. First killer up in the air as he gets his 3rd goal of the finals, and he's on fire right now. G2 going to do something to stop first killer. JNAPS plays that down. First killer with a demo, but Chicago still has the ball to go players in net, but he's got no more boost, but he's able to flick it far down and in, as Chicago's got something to say about first killer getting all the great goals. He's got 1 good goal himself, but it is 2-3 and 3-3, and becomes, as G2 really turned this game around. The last couple goals, all the pressure on, but now, not a great touch. Civical will capitalize on that and just give FaZe Clan the lead back. Is not what you want to happen as a G2 fan, but sometimes that's how it goes. And not the greatest of touches, and another not great one, and that is 5-3 win for FaZe Clan as time is running out in this second game. The ball dangerously in front of FaZe Clan's goal, and played back post, and JNAPS is there for the put away with a 1-0 win right off, or at the end of the game. It's got to feel good for G2, and they get a goal right off in the beginning of kickoff again in game number 3, with some decent momentum, you'd say, in this series for them right now. First killer trying to change that, and he's able to find Civical, I believe that was, to tie this game up at 1 apiece with 30 seconds remaining. JNaps beats the players, but he's got no more boost, so first skiller's going to go the other way now. He's got a lot of boost in the tank. Does he use the flipper set? Yes, he does. Of course he does. He's going to be able to find it and give them a lead, but just seconds remaining. JNaps, can he do it? Flipper set over down to Atomic, and he's able to find it and tie us up and send us into overtime. It's 3 minutes on the clock. Are up. Sipical flips that up into the air. Atomic's going to push that into the corner. Can Chicago come and get it? No, he can't. Sipical fakes him out. Missed infield, as that is a heartbreaking defeat for G2, but a good one for FaZe to reclaim the lead. As a demo comes through, and that's just going the opposite way now. And JNaps, can he beat the last man? Yes, he can. Sipical just flipping into the ball a little bit too late, as that is 1-0 to G2. Ball played dangerously in the G2's half, though, as they keep the pressure on his FaZe Clan, and they're able to get something for all the pressure. That is 1s apiece, and almost a second goal for G2. As Sipical is going the opposite way now, and leaves it for first killer to the back wall. Can he hit this? Yes, he can, with a nice shot coming through, as he's still very much on fire. And Sipical is going to cut out that pass with a minute remaining. Missed. With a demo coming through and missed infield, and Atomic can save it, but first killer is there, and he's coming as the third man for a goal. He's able to get that, as this is game number 5. FaZe Clan can win it here. JNaps and G2 going to have to be perfect from here on out, and that will just go in from JNaps's. They thought, I think there was Atomic on the back post, maybe Chicago, that was going to be able to, he's going to hit that more in, but just get a shot on target, and it goes in for you sometimes, as FaZe Clan do get one back, and ball played over post and out. Now Chicago's going to flip that up in the air. It was over 1, and Atomic is there for the put away. That is 2-1 game for G2 now. Still 3 minutes remaining. Lots and lots of time. As infield pass and first killer, of course. Who else is there for FaZe Clan? As that is a minute remaining, and the ball played out dangerously and almost in and missed. Can't quite do it, but Sipical back flips it in, and that is FaZe Clan winning 4-1 in the grand finals, making it look pretty easy, as these are teams going to the winter major. We have Carmine, Team Liquid, Oxygen, Vitality, and G1 from Europe, and FaZe Clan, Genji, G2, Complexity, and Dignitas from NA, with Ground Zero Pioneers from OCE, and Sam. We have Team Seeker and Crew Esports, and Team Falcons and Gladiators coming from MENA and APAC, and we will be taking a look at the winter major when that comes around, so make sure to stay tuned for that. See you then.